Ever thought about traveling to Washington, D.C.? It's a city that's been at the heart of history and culture, a place where every street corner whispers stories of the past. The capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., is a melting pot of diverse cultures and iconic landmarks. From the towering Washington Monument to the hallowed halls of the Capitol, this city wears its rich heritage with pride. So, buckle up for a journey into the depths of this fascinating city. Stay tuned to uncover the best of Washington, D.C. This city is home to some of the world's most recognizable and cherished landmarks and monuments. Let's begin our journey with the White House, an iconic symbol of the United States executive branch. It's more than just a home for the president, it's a vibrant testament to American democracy. From the moment it was completed in the year 1800, it has stood as a beacon of the nation's resilience and strength. Next, the U.S. Capitol, a grand display of neoclassical architecture, serves as the meeting ground for the United States Congress. The Capitol, completed in the year 1808, is not just a political hub, but also a museum of American art and history. It's a place where laws are made, where leaders gather, and where our democratic ideals are put into action every day. Onwards to the Washington Monument, a towering obelisk that punctuates the city's skyline. This monument, dedicated to George Washington, the first president of the United States, stands as the world's tallest stone structure and obelisk, soaring over 550 feet into the sky. It's a tribute to the man who played a pivotal role in shaping the nation. Lastly, we visit the Lincoln Memorial, a majestic tribute to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This monument stands as a symbol of unity, strength, and wisdom. Lincoln's two famous speeches, the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address, are etched into the walls of the memorial, reminding us of the enduring principles that Lincoln stood for. Each of these landmarks carries layers of history and culture etched into their stones and their spaces. They're not just buildings or structures, they're living, breathing pieces of American history. They tell tales of triumph, struggle, and progress. They remind us of the leaders who shaped this nation, the ideals that guide it, and the promises it holds for the future. These landmarks not only define the skyline of Washington, D.C., but they also represent the history and values of the United States. But Washington, D.C. isn't just about the landmarks, it's a city rich in culture and diversity. The city's museums are treasure troves of knowledge and exploration. For instance, the Smithsonian Institution, a group of museums and research centers, brings together the world's most extensive collection of artifacts, artworks, and scientific specimens. It's a place where you can journey through time and space, discovering everything from dinosaur fossils to spacecraft. Then there's the National Gallery of Art, home to an impressive collection of paintings, sculptures, and decorative arts from across the centuries. Here you can appreciate the beauty of a Renaissance masterpiece or ponder the meaning behind a modern abstract piece. And let's not forget the Holocaust Memorial Museum, a poignant reminder of the atrocities committed during World War II. This museum offers a sobering yet essential education for all who visit. But the cultural significance of Washington, D.C. extends beyond its museums. The city's food scene is a melting pot of flavors from around the globe, reflecting its diverse population. Whether it's the spicy kick of Ethiopian cuisine, the comforting warmth of Southern soul food, or the delicate balance of flavors in Vietnamese pho, each dish tells a story of migration, adaptation, and survival. The city's vibrant festivals, too, are celebrations of this diversity. From the National Cherry Blossom Festival that heralds the arrival of spring, to the Smithsonian Folklife Festival that showcases different cultures each year, these events bring the city to life in a riot of colors, music, and dance. In Washington, D.C., every street corner tells a story, every museum showcases a piece of world history, and every dish represents a culture. So what makes Washington, D.C. a must-visit destination, you ask? Well, let's take a moment to digest what we've covered. We've explored the famous landmarks that grace the city's landscape, each steeped in history and significance. Icons like the towering Washington Monument, the solemn Lincoln Memorial, and the grand U.S. Capitol, to name just a few. But it's not just about the structures, it's about the stories they tell, the rich tapestry of American history that unfolds right before your eyes. A city that echoes with the voices of those who shaped the world as we know it today. Beyond history, Washington, D.C. is a cultural melting pot. A city that celebrates diversity, brimming with vibrant neighborhoods, global cuisine, and a thriving arts scene. Whether you're a history buff, a food lover, or just an avid traveler, Washington, D.C. has something for everyone, so why wait? Start planning your trip to Washington, D.C. today.